Hi, I'm coming to you with another pick a power reading. So this one is regarding what your spiritual gifts are. So we're going to go ahead and dive in. You have pile 1, which is the face mask. You have pile 2, which is the pyramid, and pile 3, which is the candle. Whichever you feel drawn to, definitely select that pile. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Okay, pile 1, you selected the face mask. So automatically, before I even read the 2 cards, so 2 cards were pre-shuffled, and then we're going to shuffle the rest during the reading. But automatically, I just get that you're somebody who you are very, very vigilant, okay? You have a very, strong sense of knowing, in terms of keen sight. I'm getting a lot of clairvoyance with this pile 1. You just very much can see through people's masks, see through the things that people are hiding, what they don't say. You just very much, you're on point, okay? And if you've been questioning this will be confirmation for you in regards to your gifts and just where you're supposed to be taking things. So let's go ahead and see what we got here. So you got divine masculine and resistance, okay? So automatically with this is you're a very hard worker. You're somebody who you do not make excuses for anything. Like when I say you have the mindset of if you want it, you can obtain it, and hard work is going to be the reason as to why you get it. Had to cut out because I had to put my daughter back in the room. But divine masculine energy, you're somebody who you do not fear hard work. You don't make excuses. It is what it is. Like, you know that you can obtain things. So you're very in touch with your masculine energy. Even if you are a feminine, you're very in touch with your masculine side. So when it comes to like putting in that hard work, making sure you're going to execute those plans, being independent, you have that down packed. You're very, very much an independent, well-rounded individual. Like, you think from a very logical standpoint. And when it comes to resistance, you are somebody who you are going to put in the hard work. Like, when things push you in a different direction and it's not where you want to go, you're going to push harder to go to the direction you need to go. Like, you're very resilient. Okay, you can stand the test of time. You have a very much unwavering, like, warrior type spirit to where you can't be moved. Okay, you can. When you want something, you're going to go after it by any means. And you're also clear. You also are the type to clear away a lot of misconceptions, a lot of just false ideals. You're tell it like it is person. And I also get that you do like the finer things in life when you work hard for the things that you have, okay? So why wouldn't you treat yourself? Why wouldn't you do these things that you are basically destined for? You're amazing and you deserve it. You definitely deserve it. Okay, yeah. So let's just dive right in. So we got Witch out here. We're going to start with that card. Witch, you have a strong connection to the universe. If developed through study and practice, you can live an empowered life through which can bring forth positive changes. So you are very in touch with the universe. You're very in touch with your spiritual guides, whether you realize this or not. You have a very mystical, magical energy. The magic is within you. So if you were to do any type of spell work, and when I say spell work, I don't mean you're going around hexing people and being toxic. This is more so spell work in terms of like protection magic, manifestation things. Also in terms of bringing in money, like that type of spell work, and I'm getting more so light magic with you. I don't get any negativity here. Okay, it will work for you. You have a mystical energy. The magic is within you, and then you're also very, very much supported by Most High. So you will be able to do these type of things, and you have a lot of magic within you if you were to dibble in this. So maybe like try to look into that, because this also, a lot of our gifts passed down do come from ancestors as well. So you would have had ancestors that did do this type of work, did do spells, were healers, were shamans, were really like the people to go to get these reversals, okay? Because when we talk about people putting hexes on people, you need people that know how to uncross them, okay? You have the power to do that. You have the power to send things back, to help heal people, to protect people from those things, not only other people but yourself. So you're very, very tapped in, okay, to divinity. And then aside from that, you're fortunate. So you have a pioneering spirit that can manifest abundance easily. All that you touch turns to gold. Luck seems to be on your side. So yeah, this goes back to what we were talking about before. Like, you are somebody who you like the finer things in life, but you deserve it because you work hard for it, okay? You are that pioneering spirit to where you manifest abundance because you put in the work behind it. You put in the effort and they match it times 10. So you are always fortunate. Like I said, you don't mind spending, treating yourself as you should because you deserve it. And this is part of the reason why you are the way you are, because it's in you. Okay. And mirror. This is in reverse, though, because this is something that you might not realize. You disturb things in order to enable people to see themselves differently, to begin to heal the ultimate mirror. So you're somebody who, what you see is what you get. And if somebody does not like you, it's because they don't like themselves. So a lot of times you may have people that create issues with you, create problems out of nowhere. And you're like, where is this coming from? Like, I thought we were cool. And they're like, I didn't like you this whole time. And that's because they felt like they were in competition with you. You were a competition. You were a threat to beat. Okay. And it's just sad because this is in reverse, because you may wonder why so many people create these problems with you, or why they just give you this weird energy and you're not putting that out, because you always hear the saying, what you get out, put out, you get back times 10. But you put out positive energy and you still get back negative people. But this is why, because you're a mirror for people. So you reflect the things about to people that they don't even want to see in themselves. Very, very. Ooh, yeah, like I said, you're the truth. Let's get one more. If there's anything else they want to let you know about your gifts. Okay, yeah, and you're a sweetheart. So this is also what the bothers people is, you are like, I don't know why I'm hearing, I'm the one that they racing to beat. I just graded your homework. It's incomplete. Like, you are somebody who people create these unnecessary issues with you, these competitions, but you're such a sweet person. It says you live from love, seeing divinity and love beneath the surface, shaping others' worlds, experiences through the perception of the heart. So yeah, you see things for what they are. And you're also somebody who, you're very sweet. You know that if somebody's like has a problem with you, it's probably because of what they're doing, or you know that it's nothing that you actually did. You may not, like I said, with this, you may not always 100% know why people act their way, but this is confirmation as to why they do. But you just have such a caring nature where you be like, maybe they're going through something. Like, you are just a sweetheart. So it's like when people come up against you, it's not a nothing but them being haters. Okay, out of nothing but them being haters. Nothing more, nothing less. Let's see what we got. You're just a beautiful soul. And not everybody can take genuine people, especially in this lifetime where people are so stuck on being like everybody else or following the crowd. But when you are somebody who you don't have to do that, it comes from such a different space. Is there anything else you want to let? Okay, yeah. Remember who you are, culture, resilience, beliefs. So a lot, like I said, you are the way you are because in addition to you being you, but also your ancestors that worked through you, right? So a lot of what they're wanting you to know is remember who you are. A lot of you getting more in touch with your ancestors and knowing who your ancestors are, where they come from, that kind of thing is going to help you with understanding yourself more. There's a lot of things and information that they're trying to pass down to you in terms of that were in your heritage, that were a part of things that they used to do. Like I said, this witch, these healers, okay, these shaman, these priestesses. they did a lot of stuff that they want to pass down to you, and this is why they want you to remember who you are. Okay, this is not your first rodeo, so they need you to remember your beliefs, the resilience, the culture, because this is going to help you with not only benefiting your life moving forward, but helping other people. So this is one of your spiritual gifts too, is you're literally gifted so much wisdom about things, the universe, knowledge, nature from your ancestors. And this is something that they want you to really get in touch with and remember who you are in this lifetime. Don't forget it, because you have a lot of gifts. Okay, you could also be someone that enjoys music. Like, okay, yeah, confirmation. So you could be somebody that enjoys music. You do have a strong connection to music. And like I said, if you have a background of indigenous ancestors, or even, if they weren't, you having this history in terms of these ancestors that were heavily connected to nature. I don't know why I'm hearing some of you could have Druid ancestors and things of that nature, Celtic. The reality is, you are very connected, okay? And a lot of your ancestors used music and things to help them with, bringing closer to Most High, but also with energy healing, also with sharing secrets, different rituals, different ceremonies. So music is very much something that you could feel connected to. It hits you on a different level, and this is why this dates back to that. So the more that you find out about your ancestors, and the more you tap into that information, the more you tap into what they used to listen to, what they used to do, certain songs for certain things, healing frequencies, it's going to change so many things for you. But this is a gift for you. You could also, for some of you guys, you could be have the gift of being able to sing, to dance, to do music, to write music. This is all a gift. Music is amazing. Okay. And then get into nature, coexistence, gather, limit waste. So yeah, you have that strong connection to nature. Okay, it's like your grandfather into these secrets, this ancient wisdom. So this is what I want you to get back into nature. Start meditating more. Start getting connected. Start digging into your ancestry. You're not going to find everything in one day. Understand that. But the more that you dig deep, the more that you start uncovering, because not everything can be traced back through ancestry.com. So a lot of what's going to happen is you getting those personal readings done, but also you going into meditation yourself and asking them to reveal themselves. I do ancestral readings as well that'll help you pinpoint, where they're from, different tribes, things of that nature if you're interested. But the main thing they really do want you to focus on is getting that connection. The biggest connection will be you asking them to reveal themselves to you during your meditative state. But awaken your inner shaman. So connect, heal, invoke. So yes, this is what I'm saying. Like, you have so much fire under you in terms of your spiritual drive. You really walk with those who came before you. And this is what they want you to remember, that you are here to be this healer. You're supposed to have this information. You could be interested in like herbal care, or be more into holistic ways of healing, things like that. This is all dating back to those roots. This is all dating back to, clearing that stuff out. Even with this mask, looking at these natural products in here. Okay. Like, this is, and honestly, this sweet tea and lemon, this is the tea. Okay. This is why you have a lot of people bitter as well. And you see how this says no harsh chemicals. You could be somebody that's very attracted to natural skincare, natural healing. This is because this is literally who you are. This is what they're trying to get you to remember. You are supposed to be doing things with pure ingredients, eating pure foods. Like, this is going to help you with connecting, remembering who you are, strengthening that connection. 12:02 on the time as I say that. You very much tapped in, and this is what they want you to know. Okay, let's see here. So much is on the horizon for you. So much. And okay, mindfulness, hope. So you are somebody also who, you have a very peaceful presence. You're very, very like mindful and conscious and logic when it comes to your decisions, how you move, how you do things, how you address certain people, places, things. You're not going to just let anybody do anything to you. You're very mindful, very conscious. You're very connected to your higher self, to a higher power. Okay. Again, I'm with this. Me looking at these clouds. Like some of you guys are very, very clairvoyant. Okay, like you have the ability to see the past, present, future. Okay, very psychic. You yeah, you predict a lot of things. Trust that mindset though. Know that this comes before the people before you, but you're going to get a lot more downloads, a lot more confirmations while you're meditating. And if you do so in nature, that'll be more helpful because you're connected to nature and spirits. Okay, you are supposed to be learning about different herbs, about different things. So if you start feeling called to be doing more stuff like that, this is why. Even if you don't do it on a collective level, start with yourself. But I'm also getting that you need to okay, I'm hearing go outside to strengthen that life force connection. So much is going to be revealed to you. The fact that you're even watching this reading is a start. Okay, so many new beginnings on the horizon, so much hope. You're somebody who's very optimistic even when times where you shouldn't be. This is because your higher self knows. And the more you quiet your mind, the more visions, the more things that they're going to reveal to you, the more that you're going to see this clairvoyant gift pop through. I'm going to get okay. So, in addition to this, you are somebody who you will really benefit from doing like tarot or tea leaves. Okay, you have a very strong intuition, very intuitive. Like I said, very highly psychic. You are the oracle. Okay, you get those divinely guided messages. I'm also hearing clairaudient for some of you. You get those direct messages where it could sound like they're coming. It's in your head or they're next to you. Whatever you're hearing, it's divine guidance. Okay, and you are very much gifted in this. If you were to take some focus and really try to do these things, like I said, with you being clairvoyant, you get visions. Okay, you start to see things. So you reading tea leaves will be very helpful for you. It's something that if you haven't even thought about doing it, maybe look into doing that. Okay, because you have the strong gifts of sight. Okay, you can see, you'll be able to see and read and trust your intuition with these things. Do not doubt yourself for a second. So you're supposed to be guiding people. Okay, some type of like teacher. You have a lot of strength, a lot of passion. You have the ability to change things on a grand scale of things. Okay. Yeah, this is the truth. And I just wanted some confirmation about what's going on. But this is the truth, like the jackal. This is the truth. What I'm telling you is the truth about yourself, and you needing to know about your responsibility here, what you're supposed to be doing. You are supposed to be on top. You are supposed to be this innovative advocate in bringing people to the right foresight of what they're supposed to be doing. This is why they're encouraging you to remember who you are. So that's beautiful, Pile 1. If Pile 1 did not resonate with you, then definitely check out the other piles. But for those of you that it did, this is just amazing. Okay, you have a very strong connection to the universe, the spiritual realm, and just remembering that within yourself is going to pivot and be that turning point for you through a lot of things. So this is just very beautiful that they came through for you. But thank you again, Pile 1. Again, if you want any personal readings or anything, definitely click that link in the bio. I also do have a podcast, and you can follow me on TikTok. But I hope that you have a great day. Okay, Pile 2. So you checked, picked the pyramid. And, nothing is a coincidence. You can be very blunt, straightforward. You check people when need be. Okay. And you're also somebody that you put a lot of thought into the things you do. You don't just do. Okay, you like to really sit and think about things. Very logical. I think I mentioned that in Power 1 too. Power 1 was very logical, but this is a different type of logic. This is like keen, sharp, quick witted. Like you always know what to say. Like even in times where you may not feel like you know what to say, you know what to say. And this is because you have a divinely guided connection. Very connected to your ancestor spirit guides. You're very tapped in. I'm getting a lot of ancient wisdom, even with the few choosing the pyramid. Okay, let's dive in. Let's dive in. So, I did pre-shuffle 2 cards. We're gonna pull the rest on camera. But I do get you got like this golden aura around you, okay? And you are the type to build people up, not draw them down. Oh yes. Yes. Okay. So yes, Lauryn Hill, Pow 2, just like we even talked about you having this golden aura. Just look at these trophies. Like you're a winner. You shine bright, okay? You are such an inspiration for so many people, whether you realize it or not. A lot of people look up to you. You make a lot of changes. 55 could be significant. It's even here on this card. Like you are somebody who you make people change their perspective or make people realize they want more out of life. You are somebody who you don't have to put another person down to lift yourself up. You are very graceful. You have the spirit of everybody can win. We don't have to be against each other. Like you're just very much a class act, just royal regal energy, okay? Just queen. I'm also getting a lot of ancient Egypt. So you can have ancestors that are from ancient Egypt. So your ancient ancestors are from there. Like you just come from a long line of greatness, okay? And you hold that crown, you hold that position well. If you're a man, you know you're this king, but you're just very class act, inspirational. You don't have to flex, you don't have to flaunt. You are who you are, very authentic to yourself. This is a gift. You are a gift, okay? Wow, just beautiful. Just beautiful. We're gonna start with some more of your gifts. Okay. They okay. Lots coming out here. Anything else? Anything else? I just get you're such a gentle, nurturing soul, okay? And okay, so you have shaman out here. You can tap into the powerful way of guiding your life and the lives of others, often through great struggle, that you learn to break free and awaken the truth to help others. So yeah, you've been through a lot in your life, okay? You've been through low points, you've been through high points, and this is why you treat people the way that you want to be treated. You know, sometimes I'm getting that you are a very beautiful person inside and out, so a lot of times people may assume a lot of things about you, but they're always wrong, and then you always beat their assumptions, and then people have to take a step back and look at themselves. So you are kind of like that catalyst for people really going through those awakenings and seeing who they truly are within themselves. So I get that you're very comfortable with who you are, very authentic. This is why people look at you as inspirational. Even if you're going through stuff, people will not be able to tell that because of the way that you carry yourself. You make it a point to put out the energy that you want to receive, and you're somebody who you're supposed to be, like I said, some shaman, okay? You have shaman ancestors, but this is the path that they do want you to think about embarking on. It's so funny because I think Power 1 had the similar things as well. So if you came from this, then if you came from Power 1, then there is some similarities here, but it's a lot of differences. So, you know, you choose which one you choose, but you're also a crystal child. You're here to uplift the planet of heart's energy, bringing forth healing, peace, also assist in humanity and soul growth, evolution. Yeah, you are literally here to be yourself. You're here to spread your love. You're here to show people a difference in what we are used to singing in the world, okay? You're supposed to be something that's just completely different. And when it comes to daydreaming, you can use your imagination and creativity to create a wide array of routes to success, to build your dream, to live an abundant life. But this is in reverse because you're not tapping into this, okay? You're not getting into that childlike daydreaming energy. Don't think that is wishful thinking, because you actually are a strong manifester. So the more that you think about something, the more it's going to be your reality. The more that you're going to be able to make this come true, your wildest dreams. This is something they want you to really hone in on, tap in, okay? Because your imagination and creativity is divinely guided. These are divinely orchestrated ideas that you're receiving. So they do want you to tap into those and be that creator, because you are supposed to be this inspiration, creativity wise, and just all around. You are the person to look up to. And this is part of why you're here. Okay, this is why you had to go through all those things. Because people can see, even though you went through all that, you're still standing. You're still an inspiration. You're still an amazing person. You still give. You still don't put out the energy you don't want to receive. You're such a catalyst for so much change for people. Such an inspiration. Just an amazing person all around. Okay? You have empathic abilities, being able to feel another person's emotion as well as thoughts, energy, having no control or awareness over this exchange. So yeah, you are somebody who you're very much an empath. You very much are somebody who you absorb a lot of people's emotions. You feel a lot of people's energy. You feel a lot of people's pain. And this is why a lot of times you do have to recharge and retreat, because this is part of who you are. And this is going to make you continue to be this amazing shaman, this amazing healer, and help you with your life purpose and your mission, because you are here to be that. Okay, to be that person, to be that change. And unassuming, you're outwardly soft and gentle. Your power is in silence. You are non-reactive, create stillness, make you stand out in the crowd. So yeah, you never had to be the type to be loud and seen. Everything you do is so graceful, so regal, but it's that royal energy that just is flowing through your bloodline, flowing through you. And you can't help but be who you are. It's not in you to be on that loud, rah, bull, BS. Like, you are somebody who is just like, I'm never going to adjust my crown for anybody. It's going to stay straight on. Like, you do what you do. It just reminds me of that energy of like, I'm just going to let people be foolish. Like, you don't feed into the BS, okay? It's like some people may even think that you think you're better than them, but I don't think that that's the case. You just have knowledge. Yeah, and you remember who you are. Remember who you are. What else do we got here? I'm getting something. Okay. So yeah, this is why they like, no, and this is what I'm saying. You've had past lives, connections to ancient Egypt, your ancestors. This is why they want you to remember your culture, who you are. And don't let anybody try to sway you to about thinking differently, dressing differently, being differently. A lot of the way that you walk is from your past lives and in lives you've already lived, the knowledge you already have that's encoded in your DNA. But then it's also your ancestors working through you, wanting you to remember them. Okay, veneration for your ancestors is, wearing things that they liked, putting things on your altar that they like, food, things that they didn't have access to. Like if you have ancestry in ancient Egypt, okay, they were very much heavy on being the streamline for so much that we do today. Okay, but if you even date back to them, like for an example, they didn't have nail polish, but they made it a point to use flowers to paint their nails and things like that. So even on your altar, having like nail polish for them, because they didn't have access to that, but they liked beautification. They like that. Those are type of things will help you with connecting more with them too. But remembering who you are in the culture, their belief, your beliefs, and not changing who you are for anybody. Because a lot of people may not understand, like I said, you are somebody who you have this regal royal presence about you. So some people may misinterpret it, think you're better than them, but this is because you handle yourself with grace. You have self-respect. This is just who you are. It's in your bloodline. You are a royal, okay? And so don't let anybody try to make you feel any type of way about that. Okay, get into nature, coexist, gather. Like, you have strong connections to, like I said, to universal knowledge, to cosmic wisdom. So getting in touch, being outside, meditating, connecting more with your ancestors is going to be very helpful for you. Natural therapies, balance. So yeah, you are somebody who holds up. You are supposed to be this leader, this teacher, for this catalyst of showing people natural ways and therapies. You have a lot of like knowledge. You again, you walk it how you talk it. You live it how you live it. What you see is what you get. You're very much yourself, okay? You're supposed to be showing people the benefits of really harvesting your own fruit, being your own tender to your own garden, being that advocate for self-care, balance, but also showing people natural ways. And like I say, especially with this ancient wisdom, you have a lot of ancient knowledge that will be able to help, a lot of people with problems and things that they're helping to in terms of herbs, healing, that kind of thing. Especially dating back to you having that ancient wisdom, upscale work, crossroads. So yeah, you are somebody that a lot of people may come to you, even in work settings, is you are the helper. You are the wisdom. They come to you because you have a lot of knowledge, very well grounded. And this is what they want you to continue to go. Be out in nature, go out in nature, do it more, hug a tree, get that connection because you're very connected. They love you. Aside from that, though, a lot of people really do look at you. They study you. They see you as the blueprint. They might not always understand you, but they see you as somebody that they take notes from, that they want to study, that they... This is because you're supposed to be in that position. You're supposed to be taking upon that role. You in tune, connect, nonverbal communication, initiation, and messages. So your ancestors are literally letting you know, like I said, you have that ancient wisdom. You have the knowledge from those before you, and they work with you heavily. Okay, they want you to know that they send you a lot of signs, and some of this is verbal communication. So a lot of you guys, what I'm getting is clairsentience. You have a feeling, a knowing. Okay, you can feel things of other people. Very much clairsentient. And you have this connection. So pay attention to the messages you see. I'm hearing, okay, I just heard angel numbers. Like, they're very much in tune, and you're very more connected than you realize. So don't ever doubt your connection with your ancestors. This is something that they do want you to really focus on. My nose is itching. Confirmation, I'm right on the nose. And you have a very much strong connection to animals. Okay, they want you to tap into your animal energy. So your spirit guide, that is an animal, going to be very much important to you. But you just have a very passionate but soft way of approaching things. If you are a woman, very in touch with your feminine energy. If you're a masculine, very in touch with your feminine energy as well. You remember, whether you're a man, you're a woman, whatever you identify as, your masculine and feminine energy does need to be balanced out to create that personal harmony. But you're very much in tune with those things, and you have a good balance of it, and you have a lot of wisdom. You are very attractive, very sought out by a lot of people. You have a lot of people that want to try to catch you. Some people may think you're sneaky, but this is because they can't get over on you. Okay, and I'm just let you know that. Let's see. Since your animal totem came out, we'll go ahead and just pull one and see what it is. Yeah, freedom, horse. So horses could be very significant to you. If they're not, just horses at this time are your spirit animal. You have a very strong connection, and horses are very spiritual animals to begin with. You can't even, if you want to ride a horse and you go see some horses, you got to stand at least 10 feet away, allow them to sense your energy. And if you walk towards the horse and it walks away, you got to try again a different day, because they're not messing with you. You can't get on that horse. If you walk towards and it allows you to, then you can saddle up and go for that ride. But even then, it's I get that you break through a lot of doors, and that you also are somebody who you prioritize your freedom. You don't like to be tied down. You don't like to be boggled down, because you're not supposed to. You are supposed to be able to run at large, to really explore the truth and the universe and the things in which people have tried to bestow upon you that weren't true. Like, you really have a keen sight for wanting that knowledge. This is why you're so knowledgeable, and people know that you go the extra mile when it comes to taking care of yourself, your mental, and knowing what it is you want to do. It was too many cards that came out, so we're gonna try this again, because the card stock is a little bit thick, and I want to make sure that we get your accurate things. I don't know what June could be significant for somebody. Junie. Spontaneity, flowers, fortune cookie. Okay. What else do we got? Footprints, direction. So with the spontaneity, I'm not even gonna try to repronounce that, because I'm not doing this. And somebody could be trying to attack your throat chakra too. But again, remember, you're protected against things like that. But when it comes to fire, you have a very strong connection, okay, to fire. So, connected to how people can be connected to water spirits, air spirits. You're very connected to this fire spirit. So if you do any type of divination, you do any type of like candle magic, and I never encourage anybody to hex anybody, but in terms of like you lighting something for purification, you clearing out energy, you bringing in manifestations for yourself, finances, and even if you do other stuff, that's on you. I'm not here to judge you. This is your life. But again, you have very strong connection to that. And you're also very, very spontaneous. You, like I said, you don't like to be controlled. You don't like to be trapped, put in a box. You more so are somebody who you can't be tied down about that. So a lot of what they want you to really emphasize is not holding yourself back. Okay? Always speak your truth, stand up for yourself. Because a lot of people have tried to like silence you. Like I said, people have tried to silence you, telling you to not speak. They don't want you to speak your truth. Like I said, somebody has been attacking your throat chakra. Because when you really speak, okay, you set people free in a different level of like being heard, being understood. So this is why they want you to, this makes so much sense, because the freedom, okay, is out here. Even with the horse, this is about you being free, you freely expressing yourself, because this is what this card is about as well. It's about speaking your truth, not being afraid to speak your truth, being free. And this is why they want you to free, and this is going to help you a lot. And this is why I say, like, you have that very very strong connection. So in terms of your spiritual gifts, fire is going to be very important for you with any of your practices and things like that. So lighting candles, trying to read the candle flame. I believe it's called pyromancy. Okay, pyromancy is a form of divination. You'll be really good with that. It involves like candles, looking at the flame and interpreting the shape of the flame that can be seen dancing. So sacred fire, was important to your ancient ancestors. Pyromancy was classified as a forbidden art in the past. Today, many houses are built on like natural living flames and pictures and visions. So this is what they want you to really tap in. It was a forbidden thing, but this is something that you have the ability to tap into if you wanted to start challenging your gifts more. This is something that will be very helpful for you. But there is a situation. This card really does speak about speaking out. Okay, there's a situation that's calling for you to really speak up about something, and you can literally Just go in, speak with your ancestors, connect, because you're very connected with the element of fire. So you can become like a fire keeper. You know, release all your fears by doing like a fire walk. That is a thing. So you can literally like be meditating with candles, praying by candlelight. You know, seeking out things that make you feel alive. This is going to be very helpful for you. So you do have that strong connection. Okay, you also have a connection to flowers. So the thing about this is, when it comes to you expressing your truth, one thing that they do want you to really hone in on is being comfortable with telling people the truth. Because I'm not getting like you are 100% a people pleaser, but sometimes you may like just withhold things and be like, it's not worth it. In reality, they don't want you to do that. Okay, don't give people the run around. Just be very straightforward, like how you are. Be clear about what you want, who you want. This could be about romantic situations too, because I'm getting a lot of love with this card, the roses, the flowers. Like, don't give people don't give people their flowers if they don't deserve them. Okay, you know, because I get that you are very like, you're an empath, so you don't be wanting to really rain on people's parades, but sometimes people really do need to hear the truth. And it just is what it is. And so another thing with this card is flowers were used previously for some form of divination. I don't remember the exact word of it, but they were used on like altars, and people would look at them floating on water and use it as like a form of scrying. So you could be good at scrying as well, you know, looking into the waters, interpreting those visions and seeing things. That could be a gift if you really were to work with this. But yeah, and if you've ever heard of like where somebody has like plucked a flower, okay? So think about plucking a flower, and it's like, he loves me not, he loves me not. And then when you get back to the last end of the flower, it's like, he loves me. So yes, like you could do something like that, okay? I'm not saying that you have to, but you are just very tapped in, okay? So don't doubt your gifts, don't doubt your connections. But one thing they do just want you to remember is you are the creator of your own happiness. So whatever you decide you feel more comfortable with doing, do it. But that doesn't mean you have to limit yourself, okay? And it's just very much of like, you need to know that you have the power to really change your reality. So release any lack mentality you have about not being able to do things, and always choose the road of peace and happiness. Do not choose the paths that are going to come with more chaos, and you know that's going to come with more chaos. Just know that your steps are divinely guided. You're headed in the right direction. The stuff that you want to do, you are capable of doing. You very much are somebody, like I said, you see these ancient like footprints. You have a lot of ancient wisdom, a lot of knowledge. So trust in that. Okay, even with the footprints as a form of divination, you know, ancient tribes used to use animal footprints to lead them to water and food sources, especially in ancient Rome. It was really a whole thing where they would test walk in a line, and if you missed the line, then you were guilty or sentenced to, you know, being unalive. So, you know, just trust the footprints and the things that you are being trusted on. Know the direction. Okay, there's so much clues that are literally pointing you in the right direction, but you just have to believe what you're seeing. Very much, I say, and what you're feeling, because I'm getting strong, heavy on that clairsentience. You're a very clairsentient being. Okay, so you have that sense of feeling. You feel other people's emotions. Oh my! But I think it's even out here. We said it about empath too. Yeah. So this would make sense why you are clairsentient as well. You feel. Trust that feeling. You be knowing when something's off. You be knowing when the energy's weird. And you have so much, like, when I say this fortune cookie card is associated with just being very fortunate, being very grateful, knowing that you are blessed. You basically have like the Midas touch. Anything you touch will literally turn into gold. And it's so funny because I think is it out here? We went over it. I don't know where it is. But whatever you touch literally turns into gold. Okay, you're a very fortunate individual. Okay, see, it's something with this throat chakra. Somebody doesn't want you to speak your truth. Somebody doesn't like. This is why they don't want you to shy away from being who you are. You have so many things to be proud of, and release any worries that you have. Okay, there's so many good things on the horizon, especially when this card comes out. It is really like letting you know there's so many amazing things that you maybe have questions about you don't even realize how good things are about to get for you. You're about to be so blessed. There's so many amazing things. The more that you wake up to your gifts and you start utilizing them and noticing the synchronicities and occurrences at your hand, everything's going to work out. This is literally your lucky break. This is where things are going to really be taking that turn for you. Okay? And, fortune cookies are a form of divination. Reading those fortune cookies and learning which your fortunes will be. So you are somebody who you also just are a very fortunate being in general. Very, very fortunate. You literally have one of the gifts of literally being blessed. So that's truly amazing. That's truly amazing. You have so many amazing things on the horizon for you. But thank you so much, Pal 2, for tuning in and sticking out and listening to this reading. It was amazing. Tapping into your energy and all of the amazing things about you. So many amazing qualities. And so much is on the horizon for you. But I'm ending the reading here. Pal 2. Last but definitely not least, we have Pal 3. Okay, you chose the candle. So Pal 3 with the candle. I'm getting a lot of like spiritual energy around you. Very much you have a connection to spirit, to your ancestors, to your guides. You enjoy learning. You enjoy ways of getting closer with them. You could be very interested in learning a lot about your ancestral knowledge, what offerings to give them, just ways to honor them, but honor yourself. And you could be very much focused on your purpose here. And this is something that they appreciate. I did pull 2 cards, and this is these are pre-shuffled, so I did not see what they are. Okay, so we're gonna get into this. And then pull the rest while we are on here. So the moonlight, okay. And the spirituality. Okay, so just again, even with the spirituality, the moonlight, you are somebody who, you like to know the hidden truths. You like to uncover the truth of the universe, why we are here, why you are here. That's why you're very heavy on your spirituality, very heavy on your light purposes. You see through the things that people don't want you to see. Very, very keen eye, very sharp eye, very strong intuition, very in touch with your emotional intelligence. Very, like I said, you always are. If you're feminine, very in touch with your divine feminine energy. If you're masculine, very in touch with your divine masculine energy. You are just on it. I also get you very trendy as well. Very, very like, you have a very eclectic, your own type of style. Just amazing way of doing things, okay? People cannot put you in a box. You don't fit in anybody's box. You are who you are, and you stand on that. But you see a lot through a lot of illusions. You can also have a strong connection to water. Maybe you're a water sign or it's somewhere in your chart. Even if it's not, it does not matter. But yes, you... Definitely... And oh my gosh, as I saw it, Fashionisha, we're going to take this because we just talked about this at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, Dream Girl, Hypnotic, Dimension, Travel. Okay, we'll leave this here. So, Illuminator, your radiant energy lights up any room with the great power to heal those around you. Crack through wide open. This gift can make people run from your light. This is in reverse because you don't even see how bright you shine. You don't even see how much you offer to the world by being yourself. Even if you're not doing things on the grand scale right now, which you should be, this is part of your path, that's what I'm getting. But aside from that, even if you're doing it with just the people around you, people benefit from you more than you realize. You are really like that catalyst for people needing that healing energy, that nurturing, mothering energy that they don't feel. You make people feel things they haven't felt. You illuminate things in people. You're such a bright light. You are such a gift to everybody that you're around. And a lot of people don't give you your flowers. Okay, you deserve more recognition than people give you, and you don't need that for your validation. But there is a lot of people that are really grateful for you, whether you realize it or not. Now, you are somebody who's very, very attractive. Okay. Your looks often triggers people's insecurities, making them feel like you're out of their league, which helps you weed out people that don't vibrate as high as you. So yeah, you are also somebody who you look very, very good. You bring out people's insecurities, but only how one you handle yourself very much. This unwavering spirit of knowing who you are, this authenticity, but then you also come through with this magnetizing, beautiful beauty, okay? And people are just like, they don't feel like they vibe on your level. They don't feel like they're in your league. You can have lovers that will constantly try to be in competition with you for this, or try to like dim your light, or do that humbling type of behavior, because people really feel like you're out of their league, whether they're friends or family. Like, people don't even think they should be able to speak to you. This is how highly people think of you. Even if people don't tell you that, I'm telling you, fashionista, you know how to dress, the part that accentuates your best features, making heads turn your way, becoming the center anywhere you go. So yeah, you are somebody who, you know how to put that stuff on. When you put that on, you accessorize it. Your accessories hit, the outfits hit. You just have that very keen eye, attention to detail. And you be putting on stuff where people may see the outfit, but then you got little like details in the outfit that have special meaning, like, oh yeah, did you see that this, but inside the jacket I had this, or you know what I'm saying, like, I had this outfit on but I had these shoes because this reason, or this has this in the inside of the sole. Like, you just like a lot of different things. You have your own style and it works for you, and people wish that they could dress the way that you dress so that they could have that type of vision. Okay, hypnotic. So there's an intensity in your face, like staring into a tiger's eyes, primal energies with a whisper of chaos, passion, producing an sense of excitement in others. So yeah, okay, so you are somebody who, you have a very, very hypnotic energy about you. You don't even realize, and this was in reverse, because you don't even realize how much people are obsessed with you. You tend to have people that are obsessed with you, obsessed with your energy. If you cut people off, they have a hard time with letting you go. Again, you could be very connected to water spirits. There's even water in this card. I'm getting that. Very much divine feminine energy. The moon is also about that divine feminine energy as well. You're very much that divine feminine. Very poised, very regal. Just an amazing person, energy to be around. I am going to take a sip of water because I do start feeling dehydrated. So you could be somebody that needs to take more time with self-care, drinking more water, things like that, especially if you're connected to water spirits. That's going to help you. You know, if you do any type of divination, having a bowl of water nearby will be very helpful to you. Spring water, to be exact. That way it'll help you with receiving messages more clearly. But if you are connected to water spirits, you need to make sure you are staying more hydrated, because everybody needs to be hydrated. But your level of hydration is on next level, because you need that to survive, for your clear thinking, clear knowing, okay? Okay, my apologies. Had to, replenish myself. But aside from that, yeah, you have a very, very, very hypnotic energy. And you don't even see the effect that you have on people, again, because a lot of people try to act like that's not the case. But you know, and you're the dream girl. It's like, you gotta see yourself for who you are. You gotta see yourself as this light. You are such an amazing person. And it's like, you know it, but you don't know it. It's like, you know it, but you don't know it. Like, it's like you downplay it. Stop downplaying yourself. I get that you're humble, but that doesn't mean play small. Stop that. Stop saying, okay, you have many options in love that put you in a place of power, you're their dream girl, the ultimate prize. So you don't even realize that people look at you as the ideal person, the ideal partner. Whether you're male, whether you're female, it does not matter. People look at you as the ideal counterpart. They want to be with you. They want to be alongside you. Okay? They look at you as you have so many amazing qualities. If I could just get that person to take me serious, if I could have one chance with that person. You don't even realize how many people are so attracted to you, and you might even have people that we want to talk to you and they don't talk to you. I wouldn't be surprised if you didn't have a lot of people even reach out to you, no matter how beautiful you are, whatever. People could be intimidated by your energy because they know they don't have nothing to offer you. And the people that do, they try to bring you down because they don't really have nothing. And again, they feel like you're out of their league. So dimension travel, you are able to open up gateways to realms out of this dimension. It could be discovered naturally or open through the performance of rituals decide on your realm. So you have the power to astral project very well. Also dimension travel, and this will happen to you in like a dream state as well. Realize that you have this ability, okay? This is one of your gifts, to be able to astral travel. If your dreams are blocked, try some Egyptian lotus tea, mugwort. Like you really need to really hold it focused on your dreams. A lot of your dreams, a lot of visions and things come in your dreams, and things that they're trying to reveal to you. Okay, you're very, very connected though to other realms. You could be a starseed. I get some of that energy. I wouldn't be surprised if you are, especially with you being able to travel different dimensions. Just a lot of things on the horizon. Okay, you are also back to the basics. So you are somebody who you have that ability to dimension travel, to open up these portals, these gateways, to be able to contact people from different galaxies, different realms, even going into the spiritual realm, speaking with people of transition over. You have these abilities. You also have that direct connection to your ancestors and to other spirits as well. So you have to be very careful too about this energy. You being this open channel, you being this oracle, know how to turn it off, know when to shut things down. You have to be able to speak that and state that, I don't want to receive messages at this time, or, just protecting yourself when you do, and making sure that you're not associating every message you receive with yourself. Because a lot of times when you're this open channel, you're receiving, it's like basically flipping through different TV channels. Every show is not for you. You understand? So you are this channel. You do have this gift. You're very clairaudient, okay? Very clairaudient. And you're claircognizant because you have this clear way of just knowing things. And this is divinely guided. This is your ancestors. They want you to get back to the basics, simplify, get back to reducing your workload. Don't feel like you have to be caught up with everybody else. Your patience is going to be your best thing. The way that you slow and steady rinse the waste, your time is going to come. Don't feel like you're not meant to fit in with everybody else. You're supposed to be different. You're supposed to be completely different. So if you've always felt different, this is why, because you never were supposed to fit in. It's not in you to be somebody that fits in. It's not in your nature. Okay, you're supposed to be a leader. You're supposed to stand out. You're supposed to be helping people. You're not supposed to be, doing everything everybody else is doing. So yeah, you might get a lot of people, a lot of people that try it with you. Yeah, a lot of people that try to stop you from reaching your highest heights. But you one thing about you, you're not afraid to release the difficulties when things get too hard. I do get that you are somebody who you have empathic qualities about you, but you're not going to sit around and just be a punching bag. You're not going to sit around and allow people to stop you from your destiny. Even if you've gone and strayed off of the path before, you always get back on course. This is something that you have mastered the art of detaching from things that do not work for you. Okay, to go to the higher calling. Yeah, because you're very in touch, like I said, with the universe. Like, yeah, very in touch with the universe. You see, mindfulness, peaceful presence, quiet mind, very much in touch with the universe. This is, to me, is this one of my psychic cards, because this is literally, you having that connection to that inner knowing, to your higher self, to your ancestors, to your guides, especially when you're in meditation, especially when you're quiet in your mind. You're always going to prioritize being mindful, focusing on the things that really matter to you, that are a pressing issue. You're good at differentiating what is really like necessary, what is dire versus what is, not going to help you in the long run. So this is a gift of yours. Know that you will always be able to release difficulty, walk away from things that don't serve you. You're not going to sit around in a place where you're not appreciated for who you are. So something that is very good for you to know too. I'm just gonna start with the lots, the chance. Okay, this form of divination will be very, very good for you too, because it'll help you with really trusting yourself, your gifts, your ability. A lot of the times I get that you have spiritual gifts, but sometimes you doubt them. And this is where they need you to realize who you are, how you are, why you are the way you are. Now is not the time to do that. And with the lots form of divination, lots are like marked stones, metal pieces, or sticks. They literally were used to consult like things before they went into battle, like back in I believe King David time. They even have references in like the Bible and stuff, if you've ever read that. The thing is that they were used in ancient Rome and things like that for fortune telling. So this is just another form of divination. So like the yes stone, just throwing stones is a form of divination if you wanted to dibble in that and stray away from other things, because there's so many forms of divination and you'll feel called and know which form works best for you. But this is a form that they're saying will be very helpful for you as well. But there's been opportunities for you that they're trying to present. Okay, they don't want you to let these opportunities go to waste. They need you to be more confident in who you will become and taking up like the opportunities that are presented towards you. Okay, reaching your full potential. Don't be afraid to build on foundations and start new foundations. Okay, because a lot of financial opportunity is going to help you. They are bringing a lot of financial opportunity to help you, but it will help you with a lot of things. You may feel like if you have more finances, you'll be able to do more, but just know that you have enough for what you need to do now. Just heighten your knowledge and the things that you're absorbing. Okay, so many exciting things are happening for you, and remember, life happens for those who take a chance. So just trying what works best for you would be very, very helpful for you. And with you also having like numerology, you may see like a lot of signs. If you looking at your life path is going to be very helpful for you too. So you will give you further confirmation of what it is you're supposed to be doing, because the numerology is very important too in terms of helping you pinpoint your purpose here and just different things. So that'll be a form that'll be helpful for you, maybe learning more about that. Okay, because numerology is like the form of receiving those universal messages. So they'll send, your guides, your ancestors will send you universal messages through sacred numerology. Okay, so angel numbers, very, very important for you as well in terms of looking at those times and seeing those repeated numbers. And even if you have a question, looking at the time, so oh my gosh, confirmation. As I looked up, I looked at the camera from looking at the cards, it was 1717. So that number could be very significant for you as well. Angel number 1717, numerology 1717. Look that up after this video, because I just saw that and they're talking about them focusing this on you. Okay, you are somebody who's very accurate, and the angel number just confirm the things you already know. So using this as a form of confirmations about the things that you're receiving, because again, remember we talked about you being claircognizant, clairaudient. Okay, the numerology, the angel number is going to help with confirming those thoughts. to keep you visualizing and keeping yourself on, you know what I'm saying, a perfect balance and believing in yourself and your gifts. Know that, you know, important events with suspicious dates and things like that, or dates, numbers, all of that ties into one. Nothing is a coincidence. There is no such thing. Okay? So they do want you to focus on, you know, achieving things so that the results can be what you desire. And really just eliminating things that don't work for you. If you have a place in your room that is like cluttered or things like that, cleaning that out. Just making sure that you're making room for things to come, because there's a lot of stuff that they want to reveal to you that you deserve to know that you are deserving of. You are just very gifted in so many aspects. And remember, this is just not even all of your gifts. Okay, this is just some of it. This doesn't even scratch the surface as to all of the things that you have, all of the stuff that you possess. In terms of the things that you are gifted at. So don't even let this be the stop here. Continue to uncover those things. I don't know why they're calling me to pull from this, because I didn't pull for the other one. So there's something that they want you to know. And it was funny because when I looked at this deck over here, I thought to myself, oh, I didn't pull for the other ones. But again, everything will be guided the way that it's supposed to. So let's see what they have to say to you. I'm gonna take these three because we on pile 3 and we're gonna do 3. Stop doubting your dreams. Remember, we just spoke about them sending you messages through your dreams and things like that. This is two-sided. Stop doubting your dreams, the vision you receive in your dreams. Start writing your dreams down. Have a dream journal. Okay, they communicate with you very heavily in your dreams. This is also a form of divination. Is interpreting your dreams and being able to give the messages that and analyze what the message is actually meaning to you and what needs to be conveyed, because sometimes you'll get things pertaining to you but to things that other people need to hear collectively. So this is what I'm saying. Stop doubting your dreams. Also stop doubting the fact that you can make your dreams happen. And you're a natural star. Like I said, some of you guys are star seeds as well. I get that heavy in this pile. And you have this natural star potential. Okay? You don't have to try. It's just very organic, just energy about you, very radiant. This is who you are. You persist. You have this light. Remember, we talked about you being this illuminator, okay? And brand deals. You are the brand. You are the catalyst. Remember, I said you are supposed to be this forefront to this blueprint. So you don't need to ever reach out to brands, but people going to come to you for brand deals. People are going to go, you're the brand. Don't doubt your dreams. Don't doubt what you're supposed to do here. Don't doubt that you're a natural star and you can make anything happen, your wildest dreams. Be mindful of how you're thinking, how you're speaking to yourself, because at this time it's very, very important. But you have so many amazing things that are on the horizon for you. Again, if you guys stayed for all the pals, remember, this does not classify all of your all's gifts. This is just a mini portion of what it is. If you want more into your gifts, your purpose, I do personal readings, so feel free to book one with me. I do also have a podcast if you feel called to check that out. But truly, you have so many amazing things for you, so many amazing gifts. You're so gifted. And I just truly wish you the best. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. You take care.